Marcus Chen had seen stranger things in his 15 years as a frontier colony administrator, but nothing quite prepared him for the two shivering children huddled in the cargo bay of the crashed escape pod. They looked human enough. Two girls, maybe 6 and 8 years old, with striking amber eyes and hair that shimmered like copper in the station's harsh lighting. The younger one clutched her sister's hand with a grip that seemed far too strong for someone so small. "Please," the older girl said, her voice barely above a whisper. "Don't send us back." Marcus knelt down, his weathered face softening. "Back where, kid?" "Anywhere," she replied. "Just don't send us away." The colony's medical AI had flagged their DNA as unclassifiable, not human, but not matching any known alien species in the Galactic Coalition database. In the lawless expanse of the frontier, that made them nobodies, orphans, unwanted. Marcus made a decision that would change everything. "What are your names?" he asked. "I'm Ember," the older girl said. "This is my sister, Ash." "Well, Ember and Ash, how would you like to stay here?" "With me?" 5 years passed on the dusty mining colony of New Helena. Marcus watched the girls grow, marveling at their peculiar quirks. They never got sick. They could lift cargo containers that made grown men strain. Their body temperature ran hot, exactly 104.6 degrees Fahrenheit, consistently. And sometimes when they were angry or frightened, their eyes would glow like molten gold. "Dad!" Ember called out. She'd started calling him that after the first year. "Ash set her bed on fire again!" Marcus rushed into their room to find 13-year-old Ash standing sheepishly beside her charred mattress, smoke curling from her fingertips. "I had a nightmare," Ash mumbled. It was the 3rd mattress that month. Marcus sighed but couldn't help smiling. "We're going to need to fireproof your room at this rate." But the peaceful life on New Helena wasn't meant to last. The sky turned crimson the day the fleets arrived. Hundreds of warships materialized above the colony, sleek vessels that seemed to be crafted from obsidian and flame. The Galactic Coalition's defense grid lit up with warnings. Every screen, every comm channel broadcast the same message: "Return the heirs of Draconara, or your world burns." Marcus's blood ran cold. He found Ember and Ash in their room, the younger girl crying while her sister held her. "It's us they want," Ember said, her voice hollow. "We should have told you. We're sorry, Dad." "Told me what?" Marcus demanded. Ash looked up, tears streaming down her face. "We're not human. We're dragons. And our mother, she's the Dragon Queen of the Crimson Throne. We ran away because she wanted to use us as weapons," Ember finished. "To conquer and destroy. We just wanted to be normal, to have a family." Marcus's mind reeled, but his resolve didn't waver. "You are normal. You're my daughters, and I'm not letting anyone take you." "You don't understand," Ember said desperately. "She'll destroy this entire planet. She's destroyed dozens of worlds looking for us. Billions have died because of us." "Then we fight," Marcus said simply. The colony administrator stood before the council, humanity's representatives in this sector. They wanted to hand over the girls immediately. It was logical, practical. 2 lives for billions. But Marcus Chen had never been a practical man. "You're asking me to trade my children for your safety," he said, his voice cutting through the chamber. "But here's what you don't understand about humans. We don't abandon family. Not for safety, not for survival, not for anything. Your sentimentality will doom us all," Counselor Vex hissed, his reptilian features twisted in disgust. "Maybe," Marcus acknowledged, "but I've learned something from raising those girls. They're more human than dragon because we taught them what it means to choose who you are. They rejected their mother's cruelty. They chose kindness. That's worth fighting for." The coalition refused to help. They evacuated, leaving New Helena defenseless. But Marcus wasn't alone. When the Dragon Queen's flagship descended, it found not a cowering colony but a defiant one. Every miner, Every merchant, every person who had watched Ember and Ash grow up stood armed and ready. The Dragon Queen herself emerged, a towering figure of scales and fury, her voice shaking the very ground. "Give me my daughters, human, or I will burn this world to ash." Marcus stepped forward, flanked by his girls. "They're not your daughters anymore. They're mine." Ember and Ash stood tall beside him, their bodies beginning to shimmer and change. Scales rippled across their skin, wings unfurled from their backs, and they grew until they stood as true dragons, magnificent and terrible. But they didn't attack their mother. Instead, they created a wall of fire between her and the colony. "We won't let you hurt them, Mother," Ember said, her voice now resonating with draconic power. "And we won't hurt you either, but we won't go back." The Dragon Queen stared at her daughters, then at the human who had raised them. "You dare defy me?" "Every day," Marcus said. "That's what family does. We defy the darkness. We protect each other. Maybe you should try it." For a long moment, the universe held its breath. Then, impossibly, the Dragon Queen laughed, a sound like thunder and breaking glass. "You have made them weak, human, soft." "No," Ash said quietly. "He made us strong enough to choose mercy." The Queen looked at her daughters, really looked at them. Perhaps for the first time, she saw not weapons but people, not heirs, but children who had found something she'd never given them: home. The fleet withdrew that day. The Dragon Queen departed without her daughters, but with something to think about. And on New Helena, a human man and his 2 dragon daughters watched the stars together, safe in the knowledge that family, chosen family, was the strongest force in the universe, even stronger than fire.